We all dream of finding the perfect city to live in. Safe neighborhoods, good jobs, reasonable costs, and a sense of community. But not all cities are built the same. Some places will drain your wallet, test your patience, and leave you wondering how you ever thought moving there was a good idea. From sky-high living expenses to shocking crime rates, here are 10 US cities that will rob you blind, sometimes literally. 1. San Francisco, California. San Francisco might offer breathtaking views and a booming tech industry, but it also comes with one of the most punishing costs of living in the country. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment hovers above $3,000 a month. Home prices routinely surpass the $1 million mark, and everyday items, from groceries to gas, come with a premium price tag. Add to that the rampant car break-ins and property theft, and you've got a city that doesn't just empty your bank account, it might smash your car window while it's at. 2. Chicago, Illinois. The Windy City is known for its deep dish pizza, iconic skyline, and rich culture, but also for its steep taxes and troubling crime stats. Chicago has one of the highest sales tax rates in the country, at over 10%, and property taxes are no walk in the park either. Combine that with sky-high parking fees, tolls and fines, and just getting around can feel like being pickpocketed by the city itself. Violent crime, especially in certain neighborhoods, remains a serious concern. While some areas are relatively safe, others continue to be plagued by gun violence and gang activity, making life in Chicago a roll of the dice depending on where you live. 3. New York City, New York. New York is legendary, and so are its expenses. It's not uncommon to pay over $4,000 a month in rent for a modest apartment in Manhattan. Public transportation is essential, yet increasingly unreliable and expensive. Want to own a car? Get ready to be gouged by parking fees, insurance, and congestion pricing. Then there's the sheer cost of day-to-day life. From $20 salads to $100 event tickets, everything in New York comes with a markup. Add to that the ever-present risk of being scammed. 4. Oakland, California. Just across the bay from San Francisco, Oakland offers fewer tech perks but almost all the same financial burdens. Housing prices are still shockingly high, though slightly lower than San Francisco's, and the cost of living remains well above the national average. What really makes Oakland stand out, however, is its violent crime rate. Carjackings, assaults, and robberies are far too common, and some residents report being victims of crime multiple times in a single year. 5. Miami, Florida. Miami may seem like a tropical paradise with beautiful beaches and vibrant nightlife, but that luxury lifestyle comes at a steep cost. Rent prices are skyrocketing, particularly in popular neighborhoods like Brickell and South Beach. The city also suffers from a widening wealth gap that leaves middle-class and working-class residents squeezed. Worse, Miami is a hotbed for financial scams and fraud. The city has long struggled with high levels of Medicare fraud, real estate cons, and identity theft. 6. Washington, D.C. The nation's capital is an expensive place to call home. Housing is pricey, and taxes aren't low either. Federal income tax applies in addition to city taxes, and the high cost of utilities, groceries, and transportation makes it a difficult city to navigate on a budget. Washington also has one of the highest property crime rates among major U.S. cities. Vehicle theft, burglary, and petty theft are frequent, and areas that should feel secure, like public transit stations, often aren't. In D.C. 7. Los Angeles, California. LA is a dream for some, a nightmare for others. The price of housing has soared, and many residents now pay more than half their income just to cover rent. Traffic is a time-consuming headache that's also expensive, given California's high gas prices and insurance rates. But LA also has another dark side: rising crime. Smash-and-grab thefts have become routine in certain neighborhoods, and high-profile robberies are on the rise. 8. Seattle, Washington. Seattle's booming tech industry has created jobs and wealth, but it's also driven housing prices through the roof. What was once an affordable, green, and quirky city has become one of the most expensive places to live on the West Coast. Add to that a growing homelessness crisis, drug-related issues, and rising property crime, and you've got a city where prosperity is not equally shared. Residents frequently report car break-ins, package thefts, and vandalism. 9. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is rich in history, but modern life here comes with modern problems. High property taxes and low wages make it difficult to get ahead, and the public transportation system is outdated and unreliable. The city also has one of the highest poverty rates among major U.S. cities, which contributes to its rising crime levels. In recent years, violent crime has increased, and theft is a persistent issue. 10. Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas is known as a city where people go to lose money, and unfortunately, that applies even if you're not gambling. The city's tourism-dependent economy means job markets are unstable, and wages are often low. Meanwhile, housing prices have surged in the past few years, surprising many long-time residents. But beyond economics, Vegas struggles with crime, particularly theft, fraud, and assault. While the Strip is heavily policed, nearby neighborhoods are often neglected. Conclusion: every city has its pros and cons, but some places make life harder than it has to be. Whether through skyrocketing rent, oppressive taxes, or an ever-present risk of being a crime victim, these 10 US cities can leave you financially bruised and emotionally exhausted. If you're planning a move, or even just a visit, keep your eyes open and your wallet close. Because in these places, being robbed blind isn't just a figure of speech, it's a real risk.